Columbia University. He joins us live from New York. Welcome to the program. So clearly today it's Harvard University, but of course this will impact other Ivy League universities. What does this mean for you and your students right now?
Well, it certainly is going to involve many other universities. There's no way this is just about Harvard. It's part of a general plan to attack higher education. The Trump administration has been trying to destroy higher education and, of course, bring down the country. The mood among international students at Columbia is very, very fearful. There are people who stay in their rooms, who won't go to the library, won't go to class. They don't know whether they're going to be arrested. It's really tragic. And all of this is based on the false premise that universities have not dealt with a supposed wave of anti-Semitism on American campuses. This is simply untrue. It's a fiction. It's just an excuse for the Trump administration to attack higher education.
And you say some of your students are fearful, and we're hearing that this could mean possibly immediate expulsion. Is that correct?
If the universities do not decide to push back very, very strongly, then the consequences would be awful. But I think they will. Harvard, of course, began the process of pushing back. Columbia had been quite spineless. There were people on the Board of Trustees of Columbia who I think only wanted exactly what the Republicans asked for reporting of protest activities, entirely innocent and lawful protest activities by students, many of them international students. But now that we've been encouraged by Harvard pushing back, I think that other schools, Ivy League and not, are going to push back, and they're going to make it clear that this is not lawful on the part of the Trump administration. And I think that they should win in court.
And Bruce, what do you think it will mean for you, for other professors? I know you've previously said that you could be thrown to the lions over activities that you took part in campus during last year's campus protests.
Well, as it turned out, I wasn't thrown to the lions. I was found guilty of harassment and discrimination for taking a class to the encampment without forcing any students who didn't want to go to the encampment to go. I said, if you want to, go, and if you don't want to, please, there'll be no penalty. And they found me guilty, but I was not thrown to the lions. They didn't try to get me to retire. They didn't try to fire me. They merely subjected me to an hour and a half of training on how to teach without discriminating and harassing, which was a bit of a joke. And I would like to think that I did a little training of the trainer, and the trainer did a little training of me.
And Bruce, back to the students right now. What do you think is going through their minds as they hear what the Trump administration is saying about Harvard, about possibly also Columbia University?
Well, one of the riches, the greatest riches of the American university system is the presence of international students on campus. I was myself a student at Harvard for 8 years, undergraduate and graduate, and I remember very, very distinctly how much I learned from the presence of international students on the campus. So the fact that they're so scared of possibly being arrested, being suspended, being expelled, being deported, this is just not healthy. It has a very, very chilling effect on the speech of everyone, international and domestic. I don't think it can continue this way. I think that there has to be a very, very strong pushback. I said it once and I'll say it again. As Harvard began, and I hope Columbia will follow, it seems already to be following a bit in Harvard's footsteps, and other schools will have to do it too, including schools which are not as well endowed as Harvard and Columbia, but which can all find good lawyers if they can find the spine, if they can find the courage to push back against the government. I think they'll win.